Alien footage discovered from the 1940s and no one can disprove it?
A violent war from Papua New Guinea that we found on YouTube?
And skinwalkers found in the Denver airport?
This podcast is brought to you by Sunday Cool.
What?
What are you laughing about? I'm doing it. Stop it right now.
Brought to you and powered by.
Okay, relax. I can't do it now.
And this podcast?
High energy, you got it.
And this podcast is brought to you and powered by Sunday Cool.
Watch this.
Or listen. Stop making fun of me right now. I'm leaving.
Oh, that's Winter Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
He lives on the lake.
Where? Okay.
College Park.
Dude, we got to
Winter
get
Park.
Carrot Top lives this
Like,
close?
Yeah, he has a mansion on the lake. You
Why
see
are
him?
we not reaching out to him? That's crazy. Dude, he's so funny. He was
He-
in San on Kill Tony.
He like scoots down Winter Park or Park Avenue all the time. You can just see him around places.
Gotta message him. That would be, he's a legend, a comedy legend. We got to do it. Josh, get over your fears.
I don't know.
You're just so scared of him like during the whole podcast.
Sweating profusely.
That would be
makes him
so.
move.
Oh! He just reaches to grab a prop. No, he's got a gun. So great. Hey, we got a guest in the studio today, ladies and gentlemen. Lily, welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, we got another guy over there.
Hello.
Hey, introduce yourself. What is that? What is your name, sir?
Hello, sir, and ma'am, and other sirs. My name is Jake Hutcheson, and I'm from Orlando, and I like these guys.
Hey, Jake Hutcheson, baby. Listen, we've been fans of your stuff for a long time. I'm sure a lot of people recognize him.
Oh, yeah.
At least the voice.
The internet sensation of 2025.
Do your
Man.
parents have deep voices?
My parents, I don't know. I've never thought about that. My parents didn't tell me I didn't have eyebrows, and then I discovered that when I went to middle school, though. And I
Good thing
still
people don't
have
bring it up anymore, right? I see your comment that you posted on your story the other day.
So
It's
funny.
so mean.
I love posting the comments and just like looking at them and reading them. It makes me laugh so much.
You replying to the comments are almost just as good because I think you pick out you don't reply too much to haters, but it's very specific ones.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I love doing that. I'm glad that you see it because like I don't want to point it out too much, but I want people to kind of just notice it.
Yeah, that's good, man. Very subtle.
Dude,
All right,
brought
so-
gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for real. I got to
Hey,
try
brought
this.
treats.
What is this again?
That's called a Panda Bono. It's like a Mexican bakery thing, and you get them at I get them at 7-Eleven, and they're phenomenal.
Sounds like a Japanese lawyer office.
I like
Panda
that.
Bono. Dude, this is delicious.
for you.
Dude, I'm telling you, that would work.
Pro bono? No. Panda bono.
It's a government-assisted Japanese lawyer.
Hey, Jake, throw your mic like in your mouth.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Just do it
I have
this way.
TMJ, so I can't fit my jaw all the way around it.
What is TMJ?
It's like a
I got it too.
thing where your kind of jaw hurts.
Mine
sometimes.
double joints and then clicks open. It's like painful.
Oh,
No.
that's
Did
not
you
fun.
hear about the guy on? He had the clicking jaw, like he had got punched and he had a clicking jaw, and for years he like went to different doctors like fix it because it would like seize up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what the heck? And then one day he just asked ChatGPT, and it says try this, and it was like some movement, and he heard a crack, and it was fixed.
You
Wow.
gotta send that. I legit like probably like 2 or 3 times a year my jaw locks. Playing basketball, someone reached for the ball behind me and punched the back of my jaw, and it like clicked out, and I went to close my mouth, and my lower jaw was complete. I started panicking.
freak out.
I started punching myself in the face. I punched it back in, but I was like, oh my god.
What's scary, having your mouth stuck open or stuck closed?
Open.
I think
Yeah,
closed is scarier.
Open for sure.
Well, then you can't
It's a
drink.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, but people could just put microphones in their mouth anytime they wanted to.
You can catch something if your mouth is open.
Hey,
I'm also.
Bug.
oh, go ahead.
I'm just imagining. I just want to go back to Andrew's story real quick. Imagining accidentally like fouling somebody really hard in the head, and then you just look back and some like middle schooler's just punching himself in the face afterwards. Like he would have not known. I'm like that would have been so
Hey,
scary.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
buddy.
man.
Hey, buddy, it's all right.
And the yell does sound different.
Yeah. Oh no! What's wrong, man?
Oh my gosh. We should probably show the video of we'll play it on the thing, but when Jake brought us to the Indian restaurant.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your adventure with the Indian food stuff real quick.
Resolution, right?
Yeah, it is one of my New Year's resolutions. I have about 5 of them. This is the one I've kept up to date with most, and the resolution is that I want to take 12 white people to the Indian buffet, about 1 a month on average. And my dad used to take me to Indian buffets when I was a kid, and I just always loved that, and I love the experience you get at different places. My best Indian buffet in the city, actually, which I don't tell anyone where it is because I can't risk it blowing up and changing. They like know me by name, and I know them, and they all fish, and I try to take them fishing, but we don't speak that well together. I don't speak enough Indian, but
That's awesome.
I don't know. It's
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
I
That's
just
the
love
coolest thing.
Indian food, and I like taking people there. It's fun.
That's so cool. What is your order?
Usually chicken tikka masala, but I do the buffet because you would think I would know everything about Indian food. I don't. I just can see it visually, and I'm like, I would like that. I don't know what the menu items are really, so I just do chicken tikka masala and pakura, onion pakura.
Oh,
I like those. I like saying that word too.
I know it's a very
Pakura.
beautiful word.
Pakuda.
Pakura.
Yeah.
I love Indian food. I think it's either Mexican or Indian food is my favorite food ever.
I like
love-
Mexican too.
We have
That was
no
my
good
first
Indian
time.
out here. We have Shiva, but
Really?
Indian food,
No good
like
Indian
at a
food.
restaurant, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was delicious. It was awesome. It was
Speaking
so
of
fun.
Indian food, Jake, would you like a song?
Yes, please. I would love that.
Lily, would you?
yes.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Have you ever seen the show? Do you know that they do this and stuff? Okay.
La, 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 la.
I cannot believe when they do it in front of a guest, and I'm like, you guys are so brave.
I was petrified in front of Under Oath last week. I
would
learned to play
never.
guitar like stealing from Tim.
Aw.
So yeah.
I had like a panic attack right before doing the Under Oath song,
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
but it worked out. It was perfect. It was a perfect song.
Hey, you did great, pal.
It was good for me.
You know
It
what's
was good,
hilarious
it was
too?
good for you.
Jake,
it
if
was.
you take your
Go for
headphones
it.
off, you can only hear them singing. You can't hear the music with it. And so I always think about the people at Pies by the Door that are like just listening to you guys like literally a cappella this
Yeah.
song.
No one's ever commented on it. And
That makes it worse.
And we
It
know
makes it
they
way
hear
worse.
it. We know they hear it.
oh yeah,
I might do one headphone off just to hear what they experience.
Please don't.
this is gonna be a weird one with headphones off.
Okay, I'll keep them on.
All right, you ready?
Mhm.
Here we go.
Learning happens.
1, 2.
Let's go for it.
Drinking clean water, it's good for ya. Walking down the street, it's good for ya. Sunlight on your skin, it's good for ya. Take your vitamins, it's good for ya. Expanding your horizons, it's good for ya. Meeting strangers, it's good for ya. Dipping in cold plunges, that's good for ya. Reading new books, it's good for ya. Many things in life we can do. See an alligator and I go to a zoo. Tell a silly joke, ha ha ha. Why would I do it? 'Cause it's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you. Let them surveil you. It's good for ya. Drinking Kool-Aid. It's good for ya. Trust the government. It's good for ya. Marry a robot. It's good for ya. So many things are good for me. Looking all around and it's all I see. What should I do? I think and wonder. Here's some more things to sit and ponder. Give all your data, it's good for you. The CIA, it's good for you. Regime change, it's good for you. World War III, it's good for you. World War III is great. I really hope it happens because it is good for you.
Wow. Very good.
That was unreal. That was one of the best things I've ever been a part of. Thank you so much.
That's a high
crazy.
praise, dude. That's high praise.
High praise.
That's crazy. I'm gonna listen to that every morning when I wake up, especially mornings when I don't feel good.
That's an original, so we'll put it on Spotify for you.
Oh my gosh, that was really good. Thank you guys so much. I'm
course.
honored and blessed. And I love the part where you said regime changes. that was amazing.
Regime change.
I like that, dude.
Yeah, it's all fun. We have fun, right?
It's topical.
Yeah,
We're having a good time.
having a good time, but unfortunately, we have to get serious for a sec. Jake, you've seen the podcast, you know our format a little bit, but before we can have fun, goof off, talk about the weird things, we have to get serious and talk about things that could be hard.
You're telling me, dude.
Yeah, they could be hard, but this is the journey we're on. We're here with friends, new friends, lovers.
Watch it.
Can you say that? Yeah, I love her. So today's question, sent in by a viewer. Do you love fish?
Is Jake going first? Because I know my answer. Just
Typically we do ladies first, but since we have a guest, we'll say, Jake, do you love fish, Jake?
No.
Okay.
interesting. I mean, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, what would you say, Lo?
I would say yes.
I would say yes as
Yeah,
well.
you say yes.
Andrew?
No.
I mean, I would say yeah. I mean, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
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 I mean, like, I love it.
Lil, you
Yeah.
said yes.
I say yes.
Jake says no. Jake, no. What are you doing? What do you mean no? Fish are beautiful creatures.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. You learn a lot from them. It's fun to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised you guys asked me that. We haven't met yet, but we've hung out before for like 2 hours, and
Yeah.
you know I'm all about positivity. And you're talking about FISH, the multinational corporation, Foreign Institute for Spreading Hate. FISH, you
guys
love
are so
fish?
Yeah, no, I agree.
What?
I agree with.
We
I didn't.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
I
We apologize.
hate
We
fish.
apologize. But
But Lily,
on the other hand,
Lily,
I can't believe you would say that, Lily.
Lily agrees with the Foreign Initiative for Spreading Hate. She
Unreal.
not agrees with it. She loves it.
she loves his support. Oh my goodness.
You guys are bullies.
What are
Jake.
you? This is crazy.
Listen, you told me we were gonna get him.
What? No. What do you mean get him?
We're gonna get him on the podcast
getting
because he's
the
a wonderful
guest.
guest.
We never try to get anyone, Lil.
You guys are so mean.
Well, apparently, Lil just all she wants to do is spread hate. Am I right, Jake?
That's what it seems like so far. I mean, I know. I don't know.
Golly, I'm sorry for her.
It's weird.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In this climate,
In this climate,
Oh
Lil,
my
with everything that's
gosh.
happening.
in this political climate,
I thought it was my turn.
No, I don't know
Happy
what
in
you
the hot
mean.
seat.
Well, you put yourself there, unfortunately. Well, I guess you guys heard it here first. Sorry, Jake. Sorry, viewers. Apparently, Lily loves the Foreign Initiative for spreading hate. I mean, yeah. Welcome to the show.
I don't want to eat anymore.
Pandabono.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. Does it empty your mind? You learn martial arts! Ninjas attack!
Just kidding. No,
That is so mean, Josh.
that was worth it, though, wasn't it?
Yo,
Great job, Jake.
That was
Thank
Great
you.
actor.
That
That
was
was
really
perfect.
good.
That was
I caught on, but as
fun.
soon as you were like about to, I'm like, oh no, they bamboozled me again.
I was spaced out trying to fix levels and got past to me. And I was like,
I know.
oh
Lily burst
wait,
my
what?
eardrums.
I was
Well,
like,
it was
yeah,
funny.
That's the problem with this thing is it doesn't hold a middle.
Yeah.
This
So.
is so tasty.
I know.
I haven't tried mine yet.
Do it.
I have forgotten how much I love coconut.
Was that an ad read?
No, I am holding it perfectly.
I got a pastry like it's a dip in. Does Andy chew tobacco? No, he just keeps food in his upper lip.
What was that Kodiak?
Wintergreen, right?
Wintergreen?
Nope.
Nope.
It's a brownie.
Panda bone.
Panda Bono.
It's a cosmic brownie up there.
Oh. So how are we, everyone?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the song because we need to probably explain it. That's kind of your catchphrase right now.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them. One of many, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
but-
good for you.
Yeah, it's good for you. Jump in the water. It's good for you.
Do you remember the first time you said it?
No, but that's something I probably should know.
Psycho.
Find
Analyze
the first one, and then you start clipping all of them.
I'll find the first one. And I do know, though, like, I don't say these things on purpose. I just say things and they come out of my mouth, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. And then I go with it. I don't plan it usually. Like a lot of the stuff that's happened, I just say it and go with it, and it works.
Yeah,
Which it does.
does.
A lot of it is people also hearing it, and you may be like, that's maybe just a part of your vernacular you're used to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people pick it out, and you're like, oh, that's good. Yeah.
That too, and they comment on it. I'm
Resonates.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I should keep going with this. Also, I have to tell you guys something.
Okay.
I'm like a scaredy cat. One time, just so you know, for like the rest of this conversation,
Yeah.
when Pokemon Go came out, we went out to this local park in Altamont around dark, and we met this like CIA NASA guy, and he said he was going to send black trucks to our house. And then I watched like a dark web video that night, and I went home from our sleepover and slept with my mom for like 3 nights. So that's the kind of guy you're dealing with on this podcast.
Wait, you meant it like a CIA guy or something, or would you?
Allegedly, I don't know.
Oh,
He-
okay.
He like
picture
opened
that.
up his trunk and showed us nothing. He's like, I can send 5 black trucks to your house right now.
Oh my gosh.
He had us
That guy's on a
fooled.
list for sure.
You met a crazy person in the
Yeah,
park.
for
Is
real.
what you meant.
Probably.
Scared you straight, though.
He did. He
Yeah.
did. It was really scary.
I'm never going to do anything wrong ever again.
Yeah, they do talk about scary stuff.
We've talked about the Pokemon Go conspiracy already on here, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that? They're using all of that data. They were using it to like map areas.
Really?
So it was basically like Google cars, but people with their phones like taking pictures of everything. So
Oh,
they have a better 3D map.
that's what I always thought TikTok was. That if they can track your location, that they could like track what floor you're on and where you
Yeah.
are, and just use everyone to make like a 3D map too. But that's even better because you're using
Yeah.
your phone, so that makes more sense. Your conspiracy theory
I
is
mean, it's
better.
completely capable of probably collecting all of those types of data, like
Oh,
data
for
we're not even
sure.
thinking of. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's just different sellers right there.
Yeah.
That's genius. We should start doing that, man. Can we just start stealing people's data? It seems like a really
Collecting
good
data.
business.
Let me turn my phone off first.
Well, speaking of data, let's get into data. Crazy story.
Okay.
This
Good
crazy
transition.
story.
Data.
Data. Have you guys ever heard of Skinny Bob?
Yes.
Have you?
I don't know why, but I have heard that name.
Skinny Bob. I don't think I have.
No, I don't know.
It's insane. I just came across it yesterday, and it's been out for a while.
Is it scary? It sounds scary.
It's a little spooky, but
Did you see Skinny Bob last night?
so Skinny Bob was this random video posted by this channel Ivan0135 on YouTube.
Okay.
And this video was posted 11 years ago. No description. He posted a total of 4 videos. But in this video, it is supposedly a collection of videos from, it says, from 1942 to 1969 of interviewing an alien.
Dang.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't tell you about it because I don't remember, but it's familiar.
But it's very mysterious. The crazy thing about this Ivan0135 dude
Mhm.
never monetized the videos,
Yep.
never came out and said who it was, just did 4 videos 11 years ago and then just dropped off the face of the map, world, whatever it is.
How many
Or-
views do these videos have?
Like over 500,000.
Wow.
Dang.
And I'm going to show you the video.
Oh.
But at the beginning, it says filtrate for declassification and how do you say that? Dissemination?
Dissemination.
Dissemination.
Good job.
Dissemination. Through the internet and media. 7 videotapes with material recorded between 1942 and 1969. Material containing UFO incidents, recovery, and study of extraterrestrial life forms. Due to the importance of these documents, maintain the autonomy of the sources. The video contains a sample edited fragments of videotape 05, tape duration 180 minutes, total recorded duration 1 minute 26 seconds. So I'm going to send you the video now. And I want to preface, you're going to see it and you're going to be like, this already seems fake.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. But
Oh.
I have something for that.
You guys, we have to be gentle with Jake.
Do you need the
I'm scared.
He's already scared.
It's okay.
the audio?
No.
My mom's home. I can go stay with her. If I need to.
All right, I just texted it to you guys.
Okay.
I'll tell you when to click it. Oh, wait, it's still sending.
What if
So-
there's an ad?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, I screen recorded it.
Oh.
All right, ready? 3.
Nope.
Nope. Everyone got it?
I got it.
Oh, I'm still on airplane mode.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I've seen this video.
So it's panning over this character right now.
I don't know about this, you guys.
Like blink.
Okay.
It's very creative.
It's gotta be like an animation.
Well, here's the thing. So you look at that and you think that does kind of look like it'd be CGI or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been tested by studios,
Mm-hmm.
and it has not been discredited yet.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
They said the way that it was filmed, because it was filmed on like one of those old cameras,
Yeah.
they said it was completely accurate with an old camera, and the movements are accurate. They said even the technology in 2011 with creating a CGI like this would have been nearly impossible unless you worked for a big budget Hollywood film industry or something.
Yeah.
But to this day, no one's been able to discredit it.
Dude, the look of them are so scary.
Yeah.
That's like the ones this is like one of the drawings from the Zimbabwe school.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
It's similar,
that gap
Even like
in the jaw.
Yeah, that's what like makes it the weirdest thing about it. I think that's what makes the video so creepy to me.
Is the thing alive? Is he willingly let it video him, or is
It was like
dead?
captured.
Oh.
Well, so there's the theories are that that it was a real government film, and that it was. Dude, I went down a rabbit hole with this thing.
I saw it in our YouTube history and then started watching probably all the same stuff you did.
Well, one of the things is that some believe that it's connected to the Majestic 12 group. I'm like, okay, well, what's the Majestic 12 group? That's basically what we would call the like the Men in Black now.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a group of like CIA, like different
division of that CIA.
the government. Yeah,
that just focuses on that.
yeah, but it was like an old video. Some believe that it was actually from the KGB too.
Where's the original video? Is that the only?
That's the only place that it's located at, is on this YouTube. No one's taking credit for it either.
Yeah, you think someone would, but maybe that was the whole thing. Is like, I can't put my name on this, but I can put it out.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do you believe in aliens, Jake?
I don't know. I've never seen one, but I've seen some weird stuff. So that could be alien-esque.
Never a UFO or anything?
Potentially. I saw something. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were playing basketball one night late at like a local park in our town, and the sky just like explodes. Something in the sky explodes and lights up the whole sky and the whole world like baby blue. The light was like baby blue, and you could see everything. It was a dark night, but when this thing exploded, you could see all the houses on the streets, everything. And then it shot off and exploded again and lit up the whole sky brighter, and then just like nothing happened after that. And we never saw anything online about it, anything in the news. We thought about going up and asking neighbors with a Ring camera facing that way if they caught anything, but we didn't get that far. It was probably 4 years ago.
Okay.
Wow.
Golly.
That was
that stuff will mess with you.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, because does it give any more information on, like, what was it called? The 12? The what?
So the Majestic 12. So I looked into that a little bit more. So the Majestic 12 is a top secret U.S. government committee formed in 1947 by President Harry Truman to investigate and manage everything related to extraterrestrial contact, especially after the Roswell incident. It was comprised of 12 members, top military, brass, scientists, intelligence officers. And the way that they found out about this Majestic 12 group, supposedly, was in 1984, a roll of 35 millimeter film was mysteriously mailed to a UFO researcher, Jamie Shindira. When developed, it revealed top secret documents allegedly briefing President Eisenhower, details about the formation of MJ-12, mentions of alien bodies recovered, crash saucers, and cover-up operations.
Spooky.
Ooh. 12 members.
Yeah.
They're keeping it small.
Yeah.
Like, they're like intentionally probably, but golly, that's just, I mean, I feel like that's a movie, first of all.
Yeah.
Just about those 12 guys. But that's, I want to, we got to do a deep dive on the beginning of CIA as well. Like, because that's just like, how does that not, I don't know, was that public knowledge at that time? The group?
Was
it?
No, yeah. It was hidden. The only way it was found out was in 1984 because a film was sent to a UFOologist.
That's scary.
The
man.
fact that they
Weird,
get the
right?
name Majestic too is so funny. Like,
Majestic.
The 12 is a
Is it
weird
common?
part to me. It's like biblical.
Yeah,
Like
for
have a
sure.
crew of 12. But I saw that one of the theories, which I think is the most likely if it's not real, is that it was somebody who was like in film school and they were like experimenting with like different methods. And so I started thinking like, what would I do if I were going to fake this? But before I get into it, like they've said, like people far more experienced than me have like already tried to disprove this. All I can think is like, I wonder if it would work. Like if you were playing a video on a screen and then film that screen with the camera that they said used, I wonder if that would be like a workaround to like.
I think they would probably think of that,
That's
or
my
like
thing.
the
There's-
people
if
trying
this
to
is-
disprove it.
If this thing's being studied,
My whole
right?
thing is like the way it was like moving and stuff. You'd think it kind of looks fake, but also imagine seeing something that you've never seen before.
yeah,
Like, wouldn't it register in your head as like, oh, well, this has to be fake because you're observing for like little movements of like, oh, that's probably CGI then.
yeah, you're looking at something. You're hoping. Well, your mind is like, what's going to make sense? What's relatable to our human being experience and like how humans move? But it's like, what if it's completely different by
Yeah.
other creatures?
That's one of the arguments for it, is they were like, if this was just a kid like trying to get through an art school and like pass a project, he would have to have like an advanced knowledge of like the way that the muscles in the neck and the face move, because it's all like anatomically like it's dead on how balancing a head would work.
And to not take credit for it is insane.
Yeah. You want to hear some of the supposed members of this Majestic 12?
Please.
Yes, please.
Will we know him?
One of them is Vannevar Bush,
And he's a
Name sounds familiar.
which I think's his grandfather.
Heyo.
Guy named Roscoe, who's the first CIA director.
Okay.
General Nathan Twining, Air Force. Dr. Donald Menzel, astronomer, possible NSA liaison. And then it says several high-level military and scientific personnel tied to the Manhattan Project.
Ooh.
Wait, remind me, what's the Manhattan Project?
The bomb.
What bomb?
Oppenheimer.
Oh,
The bomb.
that's the important bomb.
Killian.
That's all I
Oh,
remember.
yes.
Which would,
Of course. How could I forget?
Stop it.
which would be why they showed up.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Dude,
interesting.
this
Wow.
is super crazy. We
Isn't
got
that
to keep
crazy?
looking into this. What
I mean,
what other things did they cover, and take care of? That's what maybe that would be another.
I didn't look too far. I just was looking at a connection.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I
Yeah.
wonder what they did on, if they were involved in any other projects.
I mean, it goes with Jesse Michaels, American Alchemy. Jesse Michaels, American Alchemy? He's the best.
He was just on Rogan. He's great.
Yeah, but I mean, he said we've been doing this UFO research and recovery missions and stuff like that since Roswell or even before that. And it's like, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's a lot of time and money and energy being spent on something that's not real.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
They haven't completely confirmed.
You know what, like, kind of stinks? One of the reasons why this whole World War III stinks is because it's going to, like, completely push out any alien news. We're not going to hear anything about the aliens anymore.
Jeez.
Low priority.
Or it's going to usher in the aliens.
Ooh.
Because if it's going to be nuclear, they'll be
Hope
like,
not.
no, do it.
Dude, that honestly, I haven't thought about that part about it. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
that's just been, that was such a big boom after.
Well, think about it just in the context of, like, we've talked about before, if World War III does lead to, like, ushering in the Antichrist or something,
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if the Antichrist is someone that is from not Earth?
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be convincing. That'd be the one way to get everyone on board, is if something came down, another creature, and like obviously had enough power to wipe out our planet, but chose not to.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be crazy. But that
Yeah.
would be. I mean, that would be a doable thing. I would hope Bruce Willis would come back and save us.
I'm predicting it.
Okay.
I call it
I got dibs,
dibs.
dude.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know, man. I've never seen Independence Day, but I feel like I need to watch it.
Bro, dude,
No.
you've got to watch it.
I can't. I
Jake,
know that's
have
kind of
you?
crazy.
No,
What? You
I haven't
guys?
seen anything.
God.
Want to have a sleepover?
Sure.
Come on. Have you?
No.
Are you guys kidding me?
I know it.
You guys are the can we just establish that
it's-
you guys are the minority here?
No, we're the majority of Americans.
Dude, I had.
I know a lot of people are gonna be mad.
It was on VHS.
Yeah,
how
that's.
mine was.
I've heard it's awesome.
Dude, it's amazing.
I've heard it's great. I just haven't watched it because Jeff Goldblum's in it, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Will Smith
Wait,
is like
yeah.
the main guy.
Yeah, he slaps.
What's VHS?
What's a VHS?
I'm kidding.
Stop it.
Speaking of Will Smith, you guys hear his new song? We can't play it, obviously, but
Is it bad?
it's
You play the
it's
live
so
I saw it sped up, and it was a little bit better.
Was it?
Yeah.
He's like, head, shoulder, knees, and then he says another word. He's like,
Derogatory word term for certain people.
for women, and then he goes, girls, I love pretty girls. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No.
You're 50, man. Relax.
Dude, is
I love pretty girls.
ninjas is like shaping culture.
Yeah.
He's following our lead.
Just making up a song on the spot.
Record this.
He used to have a song. I can't remember the name of it though, but my mom loved it, and it was so good. My mom.
Oh, what was his
I
famous
think she
song?
burned a CD with it on there.
I remember. Oh gosh. I mean, what was? Yeah, that was a. There was one I remember.
Speaking of
Mid-
bad
2000s.
songs, Andy just showed me one of Kanye's new songs.
Holy
no, what's up?
shoot.
Have you heard it?
Like new, like today, or
Like this
Like-
month.
Like
Yeah,
we
last
can't
month.
say the title of the song on
It's Hail,
from Bully.
Mustache.
German dude.
I heard a little bit of the new album, and it was wild.
Dude, he's like, what are
What are
you
you
doing?
What are you going to accomplish there?
Oh no.
It's crazy. And that
Right.
makes sense because he was getting like that he dropped this new album because remember that he rented that like building downtown in California
Yeah.
and just had like posters of like crazy
Swastikas
requirements and
or-
stuff. Like basically like you're gonna be doing this, that. Like I need people that are committed, singers, whatever. And people would just be complaining because the noise would be all night long. You just hear chanting and screaming and rapping. Like it was just all night. He was just running this huge clinic in there. It's crazy.
It's so
Oh, no.
weird.
Poor
He's
guy.
I mean, I don't even know because the thing is I know he's smarter than we think he is, but I just don't know how crazy he is compared to how crazy we think he is.
So what
I
you're
don't know.
telling me is I have
Just
like
weird.
probably missed the window on selling my Yeezy collection.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or it's
most
gonna go
likely.
for more now.
Or, yeah, to a very specific group of Indians.
Yeah.
I'll pay the highest dollar. Okay, relax, bud. I don't feel good about this money.
I love your shoes. Yeezys?
Yes, please. I'll take
Oh.
2.
Yeah. Alien stuff. I got more alien stuff, but I'll save it for a little bit later.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
I want to talk about Jake's jump per day series.
Hit
Yeah.
me.
Break down the JPD.
What? Well, okay, yeah. Go ahead, do that.
No,
First.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I was no. It's important that we set it up.
Okay, so jumps per day, abbreviated JPD, is jumps in the water, and it's a sort of scientific scale and chart thing that scientists came up with a long time ago, where it's how many times you jump in the water per week. So if you jump in one day out of 7, I'm not good at fractions anymore, but whatever 1 divided by 7 would be, point whatever, that's your JPD. If you jump in 7 days in a row, 7 of 7 days, you're at a 1.0 JPD. And scientists found that it's very healthy to be in water. It calms you. You just relax and you get out of your own head. And I just found out about the chart scale rating and capitalized on it and brought it to the people of Instagram and TikTok.
That's so cool.
That's
I
awesome.
love
That's
it.
so cool.
So what's your current?
Current JPD is,
Current rating.
what is today? Thursday. I'm at a 0.25, unfortunately. But I'm going to like Tahoe next week, and it's going to be like a over 1.0. I jump in the water 3 times a day there. So
Heck yeah.
it's
So
going to be unreal
does
there.
it reset after?
It's like sessions per day. So if you go jump in Aquifer Springs and then you go home, then you go jump in your pool, that's 2 points for you for that day. So if it's Monday and that happens, you're at a 2.0 JPD to start the week, and that's a great way to start a week.
It sounds like it. I'm low.
Lake Tahoe. What are you doing at Lake Tahoe?
Just living life.
Heck yeah.
Are you going by yourself or are you going with the family?
Sorry, yeah, that was crazy. I'll explain.
That was great.
My aunt has a place there, and it's
Okay.
like just the best place on earth. The water's so clear.
Oh man.
It's such fresh air. You're at a high altitude, and all you want to do is just live life and breathe and smile, and it's amazing. I never want to leave.
That's so rad.
Have you guys-
What are some your favorite jumps?
That was my question was gonna be.
Yeah, like top 3 jumps.
Okay, there's a place called Angora Falls, and it's a hike to get there. You have to drive probably 30 minutes. You drive over this huge ridge that's like scary to drive over, and you definitely die if you made like a little bit of a wrong turn. And then you hike up like 2 miles, and then you swim across this lake that's like 200 yards, climb up a big mountain, and jump off this huge cliff. And it's the biggest jump I've ever done, and I was frightened.
How many
What?
feet?
15.
15.
I mean, that's pretty high. That rock we did was like.
I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah.
It's just the way you said 15.
I know. I'm a scared. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm scared of heights. That's what I was trying to
Me
say.
Hey, that's good.
But that was good for me.
Yeah. That's
Where
great.
is that in the world?
Lake Tahoe.
Oh,
Or-
okay,
and-
that's in
oh,
Lake
sorry,
Tahoe.
that's in Lake Tahoe.
Oh,
Angora Falls is in it's like right outside of Lake Tahoe. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
That should count
It's
for
sick.
more than one jump.
Where's Lake Tahoe? Colorado?
No, it's
Nevada.
California?
Nevada.
Yeah.
California area. Yeah.
Second
California.
deepest lake in the world. Wait,
Wow.
country.
Yeah,
Spooky.
do you
You
know-
put your goggles on and look at the bottom.
You can't. You just see like sparklies, blue
Oh.
sparklies.
They
It's
don't know
beautiful.
what's on the bottom of Lake Tahoe. They've never been able to explore it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's like one dude recently who like built like a submarine that's like attached to these long cables, and supposedly he's going to be the first one to try to explore it.
No way.
But no one's been able to look at the bottom.
There's going to be dinosaurs.
That's
in there.
crazy.
There
We
has,
haven't
there has, yeah.
We talk about the ocean, but we haven't even discovered all the lakes in our own country.
We're talking about going to Mars.
We just had one of the biggest rockets in the world explode in Texas for SpaceX, and yet we can't get to the bottom of Lake Tahoe.
I don't know if that's probably a good
A good
comparison.
stat.
Quit going up. Quit spending money. Go up. We go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
bet you
didn't
there's
know
some
that.
creepy stuff down there, though.
Dude.
For sure. It's probably a crater lake, right? So
Yeah,
there's
probably.
Probably insane stuff down there. It could be a dinosaur right there. like
Yeah.
you said.
Do you ever
The
go
whole
to
city.
Pond Springs?
Where?
Where the Pancake House?
Oh yeah,
Springs?
DeLeon Springs.
Yes.
I love that place.
And it is De Leon, isn't it? But you put your goggles on and you look down at the bottom and you're like, I am an ant in this ginormous.
I don't think
world.
there's anything scarier than being in water and having no ability to see what's in front of you.
Oh my
I don't like
gosh.
that.
It's the worst. We went spearfishing back home, and like the tide turned, and then I couldn't see in front of me, and a dolphin cruised by. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
like closer than me to you, and then a full dolphin just passed.
I would tell
us,
you my
and
heart
it's-
would stop.
Yeah, I was out the water. I was like, that's actually means I'm safer, but it was enough to like end the session. It terrified me.
It would be cool to be next to a dolphin, but to not know that you were next to a dolphin would be scary.
See, you think,
Recently, I've been really afraid of dolphins.
It's for anything.
Really?
no, they're
It's literally for anything.
dude. we were on a. I missed it.
No, it's
she
just
did-
like,
making fun
like
of
it's just
Doug.
like she's like, say what you said.
No, I'm not saying it. So you could,
Basically, like it'd be nice to be next to a dolphin, but you don't want to realize you're next to a dolphin because it'll be or else it'd be scary. It'd be like, but yeah, like if there was a guy right next to you, but he didn't know the guy was right next to you.
Literally
that'd be
anything
scary.
by you.
Yeah, that's be scary.
It's just a box of
To think
cereal.
you're completely by yourself and then anything popping up. Terrifying.
oh my gosh.
No,
Anyway.
those dolphins, I don't trust them.
They're
No.
too smart.
Yeah.
Dude, we were at the Destin Jetty, and our boat just got surrounded. It was, I mean, like perfectly clear water. I had a GoPro. I was like, this is sick. I'm going to jump in. Didn't put on goggles or anything. And I just jumped in because I'm like, this is going to be a sick clip. And then I realized I'm in a pod of 20 dolphins and can't see below the surface. And like the panic that set in.
Oh yeah.
I like didn't want the guys on the boat. I was like, I'm coming back. Don't judge me.
Okay, what's your second favorite jump?
My second favorite jump is yesterday. I went oyster farming on an oyster farm
Dude,
and
that-
jumped off the boat and just was in the water all day. I count that as a big JPD, and that was sick. And there was
Oh my
dolphins
gosh.
all around us the whole time.
Wow.
Actually,
You're
Definitely
catching,
one of the
you're
oysters, right?
grabbing oysters and stuff.
it's like an oyster farm. So he produces them and grows them, and you
Sick.
grab them out of the things and then
That's-
shuck them and crack them.
That's so cool.
That's where I
So
got
that's
New
fun.
Smyrna, right? New Smyrna
What?
Beach?
It was fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I love working with my hands and being in the water, and that's like, I feel like that was like the last like old school not trade, but there's been no modern advancements. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but there's nothing modern about it. You go out and you plant these oysters and you turn them over and you scrape the barnacles off and then you put them in your boat and sell them. It's like very rudimentary and awesome.
Yeah.
Shark bite oysters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shark bite oysters in New Smyrna. It's so cool, bro. You never think that there's just an oyster farm right here by Turtle Mound.
That's so
That is
cool.
so cool.
It's awesome.
And they're freaking good. Like
Incredible.
1921 was saying they get their oysters from them sometimes.
Oh, really?
Oh, no way, right on. And they
Really?
have like the best oysters,
Yeah,
1921.
they go back and forth between a place on the Gulf Coast, and then they supplement with shark bite. But that's who Taylor
Wow.
got his from. And then
Yeah.
Oh,
when
cool.
I got a ton of them, that's where I got them from too.
That's what we had for
Wow.
Mother's Day.
Oh, sick. They were delicious.
Yeah.
Jake, are you a East Coast or a West Coast of Florida
Of Florida.
fellow?
East Coast. I've talked so much smack about the West Coast all my life, never going there. But then now I've been going lately, and I love it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unreal. But I love East Coast. I'm from the East Coast.
Are you really?
Well, no, just grew up going to like Volano and St. Augustine and New Smyrna.
Okay, hold on. Yes.
What?
It's like my favorite place in the entire world.
Really?
Well, you know something though, if we were really talking about it, it's starting to turn into like a dirty pirate town.
Which place?
St. Augustine. I went to Flagler College for a little bit.
We almost got shot in St. Augustine recently.
It's like a dirty
With a
pirate town.
cannonball.
It's making me so sad because it was like the best place in the world. It was like so cool, so fun to hang out there. Volano, I love. That's where I would go to the beach all the time in college. And we still go to Crescent. We're going there like in 2 weeks or something. But it's like getting gross. It's turning into like Gasparilla.
So touristy, it's disgusting. I don't like when anywhere where there's like a million people around who don't care and they're not from there.
Yeah, it's
gross.
Serious.
But yeah, I like the Atlantic, but and I used to talk so much trash about the Gulf because I just thought it was gross. And you know they get like red tide, which is like so gross.
Yeah.
But
Just like
you know,
being
I
just
really
a bully
like
to the
those
East
I know.
West Coast.
But
Bunch of losers.
I'm really enjoying it now. Okay, what's your number one jump?
My
He
number one.
said that already.
That was
Oh, it's number 3 jump.
number 3 jump. Let me think. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not good at remembering things. Probably like Tahoe, like going out in the middle of the lake and jumping in. It's just so. It's kind of scary. I don't like deep water, and I don't like water I can't see. Kind of like you. So it's a little bit frightening for me. But
What's the
jumping in
coldest
there-
water you've been in?
Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
It's like a mountain. It drips off. It comes off the mountains, the snow, and it's freezing, but it's
Dude.
amazing.
You guys remember Montana? How scary that was a little bit? Just how
Oh yeah.
getting on that lake. We went there in, what was it? It was in July, but still, it was just glacier water and just dark and cold.
Yeah, it's like there was going to be a Yeti or like a sea monster coming out to get us. It was like so spooky. Okay, I have to hear this story because the boys were telling me, you know, I had mad FOMO about your guys' little lunch date.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to invite you.
And
Wait, you did.
it happens all the time. And they told me that I know you can't tell us where it is, but it's a private spring that somebody has that hits into the aquifer. Oh my gosh. Did that not scare you?
It did not scare. I don't know. I didn't know that's what it was when I was there.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to see. There's like algae covering the top, but it's crystal clear under that. But I wasn't aware of that. It would have freaked me out.
You jumped into algae?
I didn't jump in. I didn't get down there. It's hard to get. It's like 100 yards straight vertical down them. Not vertical. You can get down there, but it's a task.
Oh. And
That's
people die in
crazy.
there?
People have died in there. 2 people have died in there. One guy diving to explore it. The other guy trying to recover his body.
They both died?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Do you know if they were recovered or they just
I don't know that. That's a good question because they just go down 600 feet. That'd be
just make
tough.
it way scarier? if
Or they were
did-
stolen
not
by
sure.
mermaids?
Probably that.
I would not
maybe.
want to be the third guy. There's not a chance. It was like, so the guy before me, he also went in and said, cool.
That's
Perfect.
scary.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I didn't know any of that, but then I started repairing fishing rods for a guy who was like a high-level water guy for the state, and that sounds boring, but it's actually insanely interesting. He knows like everything about anything with water and all the spots and where they are. He told me all about it and some crazy stuff about water and lakes around here.
Wow. I bet like your series is going to get you access to some really cool spots. I have a cousin that has a private spring on his property, and
Really?
but like I mean it's like by invitation. Like we're always like, hey, can we?
We're
sneak
never
in?
really
We're never
invited.
really invited, and it's like the coolest place on planet Earth.
It's
But
really cool.
Is it in Florida?
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
not far from here.
probably
It's
like 30 minutes
40
from here.
away, yeah.
He's gonna get an invite before you.
I know he probably will. And so I would be leveraging like, hey, I have this series, and I would go because I bet you're just gonna see the cool stuff, and I bet there's a million circumstances like that where it's like, I can't even imagine swimming in the aquifer. What the heck? And if you pee
That'd
in
be
there, you're
crazy.
peeing in someone's drinking water.
I know.
Hey. Yum. That's perfect.
I
Have
don't
you
like
ever
that.
jumped in Lake Apopka?
No, dude, I've never been. I heard it's coming back though. The fishing.
Yeah. Josh has a strong history with that lake.
What is it?
So you need to make that part of JPD.
Maybe not.
Isn't it pretty like toxic chemically?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it was at least. And that's why I got.
It's because of my grandpa
Dang.
and other dudes.
What did he do?
He had a farm.
If you've ever
Way
taken
back
an
in the
environmental studies class, you've probably heard of it.
Yeah, probably like
I haven't.
1950s, 1960s. He had a farm around Lake Apopka, And there's no standard for like dumping out chemicals, like how it could just ruin the earth.
Yeah.
And so they would literally just dump it and it would run straight into Lake Apopka and became one of the most toxic lakes in Florida or something.
Dang.
Maybe in the world.
What was you farming?
Corn,
Wow.
carrots, I think,
Chemicals.
potatoes. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a wild.
Yeah, my dad actually told me a story a couple weeks ago because we were talking about like root fires. You know, like root fires.
What's that?
So there's this dude in Louisiana. He had a stump, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna burn the stump down." So he lit it on fire, and he came out the next day, and it like wasn't on fire, but it was still like smoking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he looked, and there's a hole underneath the stump, and the roots underneath the tree caught on fire, and that fire lasted for over 6 months. Like his whole yard, the ground was
What?
hot, and they said that's like a super dangerous thing to happen. But that happened at my grandpa's farm, where it was after the crop season, so it was just all the dead corn stalks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like or it was the bottom of a lake bed. I think that's what he said. That like dried up, and so it was all like the composite or what do you call it? Like just the organic material.
Yeah.
And it caught on fire in a little part, but they put it out, and then it was like a week or so went by, and it was like it had to have been like 50, 100 acres away. Some dude's house caught on fire and burnt down. They discovered that this whole parcel of 100 acres
It just
was
spread
like,
underground.
was just fire underneath the soil.
How
So
is
it was
that
just spreading
possible?
out.
Isn't that crazy that like
Yeah.
we have such a hard time starting a fire camping because it doesn't have enough oxygen or something?
Yeah.
But it could be underground just thriving.
Yeah.
The
That's
dirt.
crazy.
How's
I mean,
that?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
How's that? How does it get oxygen? Is there
That's what I'm
oxygen in
trying
the
to figure
dirt,
out.
or is there like oxygen coming from the ground and somehow?
I couldn't tell you,
Combobulating.
but I just know it happens.
That's really cool. I want to
Yeah.
see a video of that, or see it, or try one.
I'll have to
Maybe.
find that video of the root fire because it's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like it looks like hell. Like you look in
that's
the hole, it's just
creepy.
like fire.
Just veins of fire.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
Scary.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Speaking of hell, though, do you know that we got that? Don't go anywhere.
I had no idea that they were dinosaurs.
Hey guys. It's back to school season. People are going back to church. They're ramping up their fall campaigns for maybe their business or their corporation. And you need shirts. Let's be honest with yourself. You need stickers to promote your business, to promote your brand. So what are you doing? What are you waiting on?
What are you waiting on?
Go to SundayCool.com.
SundayCool.com.
We print your shirts and we print your stickers and we do everything you can to promote your business. We do it here in Central Florida.
We do it here. We do it here.
So I'm begging you.
He's begging you.
Please, I'm not doing a bit for the podcast. I want you to be here with us and with me, and I want you to choose me.
Choose Andy.
Choose Sunday Cool.
Choose Sunday Cool. Oh, yeah.
I love you.
He loves you. He misses you.
Oh.
And he loves you and he misses you. Oh, Sunday Cool. Sunday Cool. Sunday Cool.
Emotional.
That was so loud, Josh.
Sorry.
So here's a gong.
I want to do Robin Hood stuff. I want to steal from like bad rich people and give it to really good people who just don't have richness.
Do it.
You need to go because you're trying to you're just such in a space where people like marketing and stuff like that. You just find a company that's really corrupt and just say, listen, I love what y'all do. And then let them pay you, get the contract so it works out, and then just drop all the tea on them. Or just like give it away for free. Just break their hearts somehow.
I like that.
Yeah.
But
Stick it to the man somehow.
it needs to be more than that. I need to like remember in Now You See Me, that movie where they had that billionaire thinking they were on his team, and then he screwed everyone over in New Orleans and Katrina, and they're like, oh wait, your bank account is now in everybody in the crowd's bank account.
Yeah.
That's some stuff I want to do.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
More like
That'd
that.
be cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Now You See Me,
federal
did you
crime.
hear about that dude from Florida who it was like, what was it, 10 or 20 years? He faked being a flight attendant and flew like over like 200 fake
No
flights.
way.
I saw
For
the
free?
head.
Real flight,
For-
That's right.
real flights for free.
oh wait, I thought attendant or a pilot.
Flight attendant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying pilot, like he faked being a pilot.
No.
Isn't that a movie?
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
I say?
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I just
Yeah,
misheard.
You're, right. You're good.
Flubber?
Yes, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Bebo.
That's so funny.
But he was finally caught.
That's
Dang.
correct. I mean, that's
like
amazing.
that.
How do you do that?
He found their code numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
He probably was like taking pictures of them or something.
Uh-huh.
And he print out his own badge, bought the uniforms, and just did it with different air companies.
That's
That's cool.
I mean, how do you? I mean, we get so scared about going on planes and like stuff. I'm like, how do you pull that off?
Yeah.
That's great. 200 flights.
Yeah.
It's wild. Golly, I just had something. Oh, the Karen Reed trial. You
What's
remember-
up? What's going
Remember
on?
we talked about that?
Oh,
Yeah, I can't remember anything
Okay,
that's going
we-
on, but
I
I know
need
they
to-
want.
I
Give
can't
a
wait.
little preface or like explain what happened.
I think that's the thing. I want to do. I'll do a deep dive on it and pitch the whole thing because it's gonna be great. And it'll be a HBO documentary one day.
Yeah.
But I mean, long story short, basically, this wife's husband, Karen, her husband was found out in the cold after going to a friend's party, and she was accused of running him over and leaving him out there to die. And that was in 2023. They just had the verdict yesterday, but there's been so many types of corruption and lies within their own police department because the people in the house, I'm pretty sure they were police officers, and one guy was a trained MMA fighter. The guy had dog bites on him. They had Rottweilers inside, but Karen left before any of that happened. She left her husband at this party. I don't know if there was a fight or something. Once again, I'm going to dive into it, but she was just found not guilty on all charges except for the DUI, which is people are saying this is the most expensive DUI case in American history.
That's crazy.
Okay,
But
so like
wow.
they're insinuating that his friends killed him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge cover up. I mean, like one of the ladies inside the house at 2:00 in the morning searched on Google how long to die in cold. So so the theory is there's some type of drunken fight or something
no.
happened inside the house, and they had to do something. So they went out, laid the body outside.
Why wouldn't that just be immediate proof?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's like Casey Anthony. She was looking up like the ingredients to chloroform, but they didn't check that certain web browser.
She was?
So it's in her search history, and it's like,
You know what's
What are we
interesting
doing?
is it took them so long to find that because they were looking under like typical search engines like Google and stuff like that, but she had used Firefox
Oh,
and they never checked her
Or
Firefox.
ask Jeeves.
pretty
Remember
funny.
that?
yeah, dude. It was crazy, man. But yeah, so Karen Reed's completely not guilty, and I can't imagine what's going to happen now to the police department.
Oh,
Like, what's
dude.
going to happen? It's going to be crazy. This was a huge trial, and I can't
Very
imagine
sad.
like losing your husband and immediately for the next 2.5 years,
Like being accused.
being
yeah.
accused and being in court, spending millions of dollars, being ridiculed. I mean, that's crazy.
where did it happen? Like a small town?
Minnesota, yeah. There's I can't remember what the city in it though. I will do a deep dive because they unfortunately dropped that documentary in the middle of the case.
What it's insane that that's happening.
It's
we have,
nutso.
We have to have some regulations. This is crazy. That reminds me of that show that came out not too long ago. We were talking about it. We talked about it on the show, but it was like there was like a kidnapping, and they're like convinced that the boyfriend did it, and then he's like, "No, I think that maybe she's faking it or something like that." But then the whole time I was actually
yeah.
kidnapped and
Yeah.
was having.
It was like a American Nightmare or something.
yeah. It's
Yes.
Like, so it's like they
On
were telling the
Netflix.
truth the whole time, but everybody just like looks to,
Even the viewer, as a
Suspicious.
viewer, I was just like, "There's no
I know,
way.
I know.
There's no way this isn't a lie." It was so wild, man.
Speaking of lies.
Just-
Question order, question order, question order, clearly
when
when the questions are fresh on our mind. What'd you think I was going to do?
Not
I have no. I thought you were transitioning into a story. I
No.
forgot about the question.
That was not good. Okay. Would you rather be perpetually terrorized by a fly bzzz, all the time, in your sleep all the time, or always have a couple really itchy bug bites?
Ooh. Both are terrible.
And there's nothing you could do about the itch.
You might
Creams.
take a bath. for
I'll go bites.
momentary relief.
I hate bugs where they're not needed.
See, I think you'll eventually like lose that though. You know what I mean?
She
Like,
said perpetually terror.
Or it might drive you insane.
Those are very specific words.
so I have to be in terror.
I mean, that's what it says. Perpetually
it's like,
terrorized.
I assume that
It never
eventually-
leaves you.
It never leaves you. Yeah, maybe you can grow accustomed. It depends on how strong your psyche is.
Well, I
It
mean,
seems
like
like
think
a
about
torture method.
But think about like people who live in like places where mosquitoes just perpetually exist.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's normal and it doesn't bother you.
But they're able to smush them.
Yeah,
Not all.
that's right. That's true though. You do see like those videos of like
But
people
you're under a
in, like,
blanket. It's still
the
going.
Amazon, and there's just like bugs like
Yeah.
on their face, and they're just like this.
I know the Brody Moss guy. He'll be covered like in mosquitoes on the beach.
You're just like
talking. He's like,
I
your
freak
mouth's
out.
fully open. I'm like, dude, close your mouth, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a fly. It's not a mosquito. So you're not getting
I'm
bit.
taking the fly.
If it was a mosquito, that'd be way worse.
Yeah.
Does it ever land on you though, or just fly around you like a halo?
Like,
I bet it can land on you. And my fear would be that it would go in my ear.
That's the thing, because you have so many spots where it's gonna annoy you. Like when they get close to your eye, nose, ear, everything.
so you're just
Yeah, constantly. You just no.
yeah. I would choose
Under
the
your blanket,
bites.
it'd find you.
Yeah. I
How many
pretty
bug
much-
bites?
Like a couple.
Where?
You can pick.
Dang.
Why did I pick this area?
Yeah, bug bites.
I kind of always have mosquito bites, so I'm probably picking the mosquito bite.
Me too.
I've had psoriasis for a long time, so I think I can handle some bug bites.
Eczema.
It's uncurable. Don't make fun of me.
Sorry.
That was my question.
Good. What was yours? What'd you answer?
Bug bites, right?
I don't remember. I think bug bites. Yes.
Okay.
Bug bites.
Left me
Bug bites.
hanging.
Bug bites. Dude, I saw this video on YouTube the other day. I don't know how it came across my for you to watch,
Yeah.
but it just said Papua New Guinea War, 1960s. I'm like, what? Dude, I clicked it, and it was literally just dudes in loincloths in Papua New Guinea in the 60s having a tribal war with spears and bow and arrows.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what am I watching?
There's
Yeah.
a video of it.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I didn't compute that they were like tribesmen with tribal wars in the 60s.
That's so crazy.
They're not that far removed from like,
Yeah. Just in different
Hunter-gatherer.
civilizations.
yeah.
Man, that'd be brutal to watch, dude.
Dude, it was gnarly. The one dude got shot with an arrow in his chest, and so they had to like,
There's actual footage of this?
yeah.
Who filmed it?
It was a documentary guy from England.
That's crazy.
Just some
Yeah.
hippie in the field. Just whoa.
But the cameraman was like,
Dude, I want to watch that. That's
And,
crazy. Also, that's right up your alley. I don't understand why you're confused
yeah.
on
that's
that
true.
algorithm push.
I didn't think that would be on YouTube though.
Yeah, that's true.
But this one dude that was shot in the shoulder, they said luckily it wasn't a barbed arrow,
Mhm.
but a piece of it broke off, and they said the local doctor, who's the best at fixing this stuff, had to perform an operation or whatever, and all it was him putting his mouth on the where it got bit,
Yeah.
and he pulled out the arrow,
Bro.
and you're just like, oh my gosh! And
What
they
a
said
man.
so they had to carry him back, but when they carried him back to the village, they said they have to camouflage him, so they put him on like this rack, or what do you call it?
Stretcher.
Gurney.
Stretcher.
And they put like bushes over him. They said they do that because if you're injured on your way back, the ghosts and spirits will attack you. Like, this is the craziest
That
thing.
is so scary.
1960s.
That's nuts. It's too recent.
My dad was born in 65, so it's like these dudes are shooting arrows at each other, and my dad's like a baby.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Nuts.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. Just even like how what was it? The last beheading that happened like in France wasn't that long ago.
The guillotine was still in use when Nintendo came out. Nintendo 64, I think.
It's like that's
It's a
crazy.
wild comparison.
I saw that the other day. It was
Hey, honey, pause your game. We're gonna go watch the beheading. That's crazy.
nuts.
It's so wild. I mean, we're just not that far off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those kind of videos, though.
Dude, it's the ones that just completely shock you.
You're like, I don't think I've ever come across anything like this in my life.
It's so crazy what is allowed on the internet though too. You remember that Dave Chappelle skit that he did where he's like, remember when ISIS was putting everything on YouTube and he's like, Obama, this is a message to you. Cut somebody's head off, and Dave Chappelle goes, dislike.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's also nuts that videos like that, Kanye West song, is
Yeah,
on
don't
like
get-
YouTube at all. But then, so yet we like mention some stuff on here, and we're like,
If you say 9/11, it's like, oh, demonetized.
it's crazy.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah.
It's like the standard is so weird.
Speaking of, go ahead.
You speak first of speaking of.
Well, it was just 9/11.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, I saw that Tucker Carlson interviewed Alex Jones not too long ago, and Tucker asked him, he's like, how did you know or predict? 'Cause I don't know if you knew this. Alex Jones basically, do you know who Alex Jones is?
Mm-hmm.
He like predicted 9/11 like to the T. He said it'll be the World Trade Center, and they'll blame it on Osama bin Laden
Months beforehand.
months beforehand. He's like, how did you know that? And he's like, well, it wasn't very hard to figure out. He's like, there's a spin-off show of the X-Files, and one of the episodes was literally that scenario.
Oh my gosh.
And he says, and they didn't say Osama bin Laden, but they said a terrorist of this terrorist group in the Middle East. And he said, and they've been talking about Osama bin Laden for a while, so I just put 2 and 2 together. Like, it's going to be the World Trade Center. It's going to be Osama bin Laden.
Interesting. Just
Well,
throwing
'cause,
a dart.
it was what, Al Qaeda or something too had been talking about specifically the World Trade Center. They had something against the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah,
I was
It was
wishing
pretty-
you would say I'm a wizard.
pretty fascinating interview.
Hey, and he's looking good now too.
He is. He stopped drinking. He's eating healthy. He's working out.
Good on you, Alex.
He was
you know you're
really,
watching.
He was really calm, which
Yeah.
was surprising because I think he's just lifestyle change.
Yeah.
But like he accidentally interrupted Tucker once, and he's like, I'm so sorry. Can you actually go back and what you said? I'm like, this doesn't sound like Alex Jones.
That's
I know everyone's freaking out, like all that Tucker Carlson going with Ted Cruz on TikTok that's going viral, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, I can't believe. Wait a minute, am I a fan of Tucker Carlson now? It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's just so funny how just like when you get out of certain environments. I know Tucker was he Fox News or something?
yeah.
Yeah, and then Alex on whatever his platform was. It's just strange, man.
Tucker called Fox News propaganda machine the other day.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
mean, he would know.
He was saying that for a while.
yeah.
He's a fisherman. You know
He
that?
is.
You seen that video of someone coming up to him while he's fishing?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I like that.
You could definitely tell he was on guard at first. Like the guy, Tucker definitely thought the guy was going to come at him and like
Yeah.
be crazy, but it was such a wholesome interaction.
I like that. Like
So
when I
fun.
see like somebody like that doing a personable thing or something that you and I do, it's cool.
Do your best Tucker Carlson fishing impersonation.
I'm sitting here outside the waters and I'm wondering to myself, do I use a fly, a crankbait, or possibly a spinner? Who knows?
That was really good.
He talks in like that. Like that's old Tucker though.
Yeah.
I can't do new Tucker.
Dude, I was listening to it in the gym,
Mhm.
and one of his ads came on. And it was about his Alp patches, his like nicotine patches, and he's like, there's like nothing said. It was just audio. Like, so I wasn't watching the video. He said, now's a good time to open the Alp patch, and you just hear, he goes, and that was the end of that. I'm like, that was so hard to listen to. I'm going like this.
But now you're talking about it on the
I was about to
podcast.
say
That's
it
working.
worked. It worked. It stuck with you.
I'll never forget it.
You're just gonna wake up in the middle of the night, just it's time for an out patch.
Out patch.
Not sponsored.
Hey, do you got a reel?
I sent them. They're already there. I got 2.
Can you do a little beat or something?
Yeah, here we go.
It's not playing in my headphones.
All right.
Make one.
You just got a reel.
Gonna show us right now.
Right now?
Right now.
That was great, you guys.
Terrible on my part. On my
That
part.
was great.
Okay, let's watch this.
All right. Start out with the boat. This is the end of a friendship for me. If someone, and if there's language in it, I'll bleep it. But if I'm with a homie and they decide to do this, literally friendship over.
Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
It's a water spout. The dude's like, how close?
Dude, I would do the same thing though.
I would have gone straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no chance, bro.
Yeah, that looks sick.
What happens to you? It won't lift you up, will it?
It can.
might.
I've watched a water spout, or I haven't watched. I've watched a clip of water spout. My hometown take the roof off a hotel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I bet if you're going real fast, it would take you up. But,
I don't wanna
I think
find
going
out.
slow. I would 100%. I'd be like, you have to.
Put a life jacket on and just go, man.
Hope for the best, baby.
Whoa! Dude,
Just look up. You're 40 feet above me.
Andy!
Just Charlie the Chocolate Factory. Just like, no!
So this next one's for you. I know you're a fish guy.
Okay.
I'd never want to see a cuttlefish in the wild. This is the scariest looking alien thing I've ever
Oh
seen in
my
my
gosh.
life.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
What the?
What?
It looks like an African mask.
Dude, it does.
Literally.
The music.
That does not look very
Yeah.
cuddly at all.
Maybe.
Yeah,
No.
I don't.
Ew.
Oh my!
Now it looks like a diva with those eyelashes.
Give me
Is
the
that not
fish.
terrifying? That looks like a face, like
That's
a floating
insane.
head.
Dude, it does.
That's
insane.
crazy, like intimidation stuff right there.
Yeah.
Like how moths have that. Oh man, that's crazy.
I've never caught one of those.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Just put your foot in your water, dude.
I've eaten my share, but I don't want to catch one.
You've eaten
Dude.
one of those?
Yeah,
Really?
cuttlefish
Is that normal?
in Hawaii. It is.
Oh, cool.
Didn't we have some on the dried?
Yep.
Yeah, we had some. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not great, I don't think.
I
As
liked
far as I
it.
remember, I didn't like
It's
it.
the best. No, you hated it. You loved it because it
I liked
reminded
it.
you of something from Korea.
Yeah, South Korea.
South Korea.
Did you live there or just go there?
I lived there for like, what was it, like 3 months or something?
He was an
Really?
English teacher.
That's awesome. My friend did that too.
Yeah, I didn't know I was going to be a teacher, but
Oh.
It was against his will, literally. In
a little bit.
in a
I was told I was
format.
going to be a camp counselor, and they're like, "Can you teach grammar?" I'm like, "No,
I'm very good, thank you.
I'm really uneducated in this."
Just get pushed in front of 60 kids.
I literally just had the kid because then I had a whole classroom, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's actually not a good teacher," and so they're like, "Take this one kid, just tutor him. He speaks 0 English. Just teach him English." I'm like, "All right."
and then he'll teach everyone else.
And then, so I would put on Bill Nye the Science Guy for him. I'm like, this is English and science.
They just walk in,
Nice.
you're playing Dora the Explorer. They're like, this isn't even close, man. This is the wrong
Learned
place.
Spanish before English.
English, not Spanish.
That kid hated me though.
Why?
I wonder why.
I was trying to be
'Cause he
cool
just
with
didn't
him.
get, like-
Well, his life was pretty miserable too.
Yeah.
So like, they were just so strict with education. A lot of Asian culture is, I would say, but during the summers he would be in South Korea. Parents sent him to school. To me,
Yeah.
and then during the school year, he's actually sent to China to go to school in
So
China.
he's just away
yeah,
constantly.
so just constant learning. And so you just got this dumb American white kid being like, "You want to watch Bill Nye?"
Slowing down your
I'd be
education.
stoked though. I'm
Dude,
like,
you know what? This kid is literally like trying to tell his parents the guy's an idiot. It's not helpful.
like, no, he's American,
But
he
then-
can teach you.
But then now they're all at family dinner. He's looking at his phone. He's like, "That's him. That's the guy."
Yeah,
As you're stumbling through your words.
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You're like,
this guy doesn't even know English.
I can't pronounce anything to save my life.
Nothing's changed.
I told you, grammar's not my thing.
Why your English no good?
Yeah.
Jake-
But I was just gonna say there's also the other time in South Korea where they're like, the people that own the school, they're like, this company that's above us in the building, they own a scuba company, and if you teach them English, they'll give you a scuba license.
Cool.
I'm like, okay, dope. I'm like, can you like use it like out of South Korea? Because like we're not going to the ocean anytime soon. They're like, no, just for South Korea. I'm like, okay, well then I probably won't do it.
That's a great thing on your resume, though.
Yeah.
Like a
South Korean scuba license.
Yeah. I mean,
That would
just
make
in
it-
case. It's a,
Yeah.
I like
it's a
that.
great opener.
Can you send me the name of that location? I'm going to
Yeah,
South
yeah.
Korea.
Are you
in
really?
November for
Are
a
you really?
wedding. Yeah. If you got any recs besides that,
Dude, he should help me find Jiho.
Please.
You're on a mission.
who's Jiho?
Bro.
He was my buddy from high school. He lives in South Korea now, but there's no way to get a hold of him.
That would be so fun. I just go there and do a whole series finding Jiho
Dude, please.
every day.
Let's do it. We'll set it up.
I would love that.
How
You
long
could
are
probably
you
get
there?
his brother, right? Find an address or something.
Yeah.
Either 1 or 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
In Seoul?
By
or?
yourself?
Yeah.
Okay,
for
yeah.
a
So
wedding.
he's
no
around
with
Seoul.
like friends in their whole wedding.
That's
It's
awesome.
gonna be cool. We're going to Korea and then Japan, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Gum.
Do you
Good
do a
for
lot of
you,
international travel?
I don't even have a passport yet.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Do you
no. I would like to.
you gonna do any bass fishing in Japan?
I didn't think about that, but that would be cool. I
Dude,
want to go to their tackle shops.
They're
Maybe like
obsessed with it.
Biwa or Biwa. Which one?
I don't know what they are. I
There's
just
a big
watch all
lake
the
there.
like glide bait
Yeah.
stuff they do.
A lot of stuff
crazy.
in America now is like coming from Japan.
Yeah.
It's getting so JDM. It's awesome.
The Senko.
They don't catch many fish though. They catch like 1 fish per trip. I like catching like 35
They're
fish.
throwing like 24-inch glide
Yeah, I
baits.
know. That's true. I would
That's
love
a
to.
fishing segment of the show.
Fishing.
Welcome to the fishing
Yeah.
segment.
Fish.
Fishermen are butterflies.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's
What was your question?
No, that was really it. That's what I was going to ask earlier.
Oh.
Was do you do a lot of international travel? What's your hot take on all the development in Florida?
Let's go.
It just changed yesterday, actually. On the oyster farm, the vice mayor of New Smyrna came out, and a professor from Stetson and DeLand came out who's running for some sort of like ecological government thing in her territory. And just hearing them talk about like the inside of development and stuff, I was a little bit more. I'm not for development. I'm against development because it's like ruined places that I live.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense, like smart development. I heard about there's a new place going in New Smyrna that's like 1,000 units that nobody wanted, but 4 out of the 5 board officials or whatever government people said yes to it, and it would have been okay. But the company that's developing it has a history of like it being fine for a while, and then just mass flooding starts happening in that neighborhood. And I'm like, dude, that's horrible. So that makes me think that maybe there is good developers and good development. That's okay. But I hate cookie cutter homes and terrible development and things that make my neighborhood flood now that never used to flood. But
Yeah.
You seen all
I
the
don't know.
stuff with the 3 million acres
Yeah.
with the public land being sold off?
my aunt sends me stuff about it every day, but I haven't looked at it yet, only in spite of her being annoying me. But I should look at it. But sorry, Aunt Lily. I love you.
They're sending
But I
bombs
should-
down. I don't care. I don't care.
I should look at it, though. Tell me about it, please, because I
Dude.
do want to know about it.
So I watched a 10-minute video. There's a hunting channel I follow, and I wish I remember what it is, but I'll maybe tag them in post. But they were talking about it, and I guess they put into the Beautiful Bill, I believe, they put this permission to sell off, I think it's over 3 million acres of public land. But the reason they're doing it, they're saying that they're going to give back to the state. They're going to do affordable housing, like solve housing crises with this. But then if you look further into it, I know that only 5% goes, according to this one video, only 5% goes back to the state. I forget the small percentage that goes to housing. But then it's like north of 80% goes to the treasury. And so this entire thing, this entire sale, basically what they're doing is they're taking an asset that is appreciating and they're cashing out now. It doesn't put a dent into the national economy just
like quick cash.
and it literally makes 0 cents. So somebody, because it doesn't make quick cash for the state, 5% of it, it's not going to do enough to solve problems. It's not enough to solve housing issues. Somebody's getting a fat chunk of this.
Oh my gosh.
And it already got, forgive my ignorance of American politics, but it already got denied at one level of government, and then it was gone. But then I believe a senator pulled it back into the bill, like through a back door, and tried to like put language in that would allow this previous thing to be now made legal. So the only way to stop it, I believe, is to contact your senators and just make noise about it. But
Okay.
I hate it.
Just scream.
I
on the
hate
phone.
that too. Why would it go to the treasury?
Yeah.
Why isn't that a private company and not like a government? That's what I've heard. I haven't.
Federal Reserve is
different
not
thing.
government.
Okay.
But yeah, the
That's what I was
Treasury
thinking,
Which is a crazy story.
But basically, they need to quit spending. It's like if someone has a credit card, they've already maxed out the credit card, and then they're gonna they want to sell something else of yours, and they're like just to pay off 5% of the credit card. It's like no, like
Did
you
you
never
hear
get that back.
About some fast food restaurants starting to do to where you can do payment plans.
What?
Dude, what?
I hate that.
You can put a Big Mac on Layway?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was funny.
It's so messed up.
What does that mean?
can't be- that
Like a
can't be
full.
real.
Yeah, it's restaurants. They're starting to do payment plan. I think one of them was like, don't know, but it was like Outback Steakhouse, something like that.
Wow.
So you can
Where-
like say like I'm gonna pay like
You know,
almost like the Affirm or
Affirm,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Where it's like
Got it.
0% interest for the first year, and then it's 20+% interest.
So
Oh my gosh.
you literally just
Unreal.
get on your phone, mobile order on McDonald's or something,
And
and
you
you
make
have
payment plans on it.
can literally have an option just to break up.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are we sure that's not like a person spinning an angle? Because of like if checkout just accepted all methods of payment, like Apple Pay and all that.
I'm
other
just
stuff.
saying what I said, that you can do payment plans on different restaurants now.
It's like that whole you will own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
But it's like
Not even your food
not
in
even
your
the food
stomach.
That's I just ate. Crazy.
Talk
We
about
want it back.
That's
you
wild.
just decline the payments. Like we want it back.
getting your assets repossessed. Like what'd you run up a card on?
Repossess this.
There are DoorDash orders that I'd be like, this would be nice that if I would have not pay this all in one chunk. It's
Dude,
crazy
DoorDash
how much
is nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you order from like even McDonald's, they're like a hash brown's like
Doesn't matter.
$6. What are we
Crazy.
doing?
Yeah, it's wild.
But I really want a hash brown. I'd buy it.
$6 worth now.
I got an ad for one of the companies like that lets you pay later, or maybe it was like your paycheck sooner. And I started to think about how many ads I get for companies like that nowadays and how much I don't like that. It's like promoting you not doing good things and working hard for your money. Like,
Yeah.
it's prideful to work really hard with your hands or your brain and make money and then use that to save it or spend it. And there's so many companies nowadays like forcing it down our throats. No, it's okay. Just pay it later with a little bit of interest. You don't have the money? We'll buy it for you. That's horrible.
I know.
That doesn't
It's
teach
so
doesn't
terrible.
teach anything good.
And
And
bank-
doesn't you can't learn that way to
No.
save and have your own stuff and make your own money. It's gross.
I agree.
Banks have those options now where you can like break up a payment that you've made in the past like month or so. You could break that up into 4 payments. And I'm like, if I had that when I was like in college, I would have literally never been able to have it because it just would have been, you're supposed to struggle. Like
Yeah.
if you need to
Yeah.
at that certain point, that's good for you, right? Like that's literally something we had to go through and we learned a lot from it. And so, but if I have ever had the option to go back and like, I mean, you're just putting yourself in a hole constantly. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's so dangerous.
Yeah, except for you did finance your dog.
That was unbeknownst to us. Unbeknownst.
Dogs are good
I
for you though.
was very naive.
That's the craziest.
It's the dumbest.
It was a good
story
learning
ever.
lesson for you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the total?
It would if I wouldn't have realized what it was and how the percentage, it was 120% interest. Dude,
What?
Scammers, dude, scammers, and it would have been $10,000 for a dog if we wouldn't have realized it at that time. So crazy.
So it
That's
was
so
like
crazy.
$4,000 or $5,000 or how much was it?
Oh, I can't remember how much we spent all together, but it was just an absurd. I remember like it was like because they're like, oh, first 90 days, don't worry about it. Like, well, you sign this stuff now. We email all the stuff, and it's just you check a box, electronic signature. And we're like, sure, well, why not? And didn't realize how long it would be or whatever. And so it was our first payment was $240 a month, and I said, wait a second. I'm paying $240
Like a car,
a month
bro.
for a dog.
That's ridiculous.
And now at that point, you're already emotionally attached to it. So we just had to get we literally were so dumb. Like, I mean, me specifically, as just like when it came to any type of contracts or anything. And so when I went to the bank in Texas, it was a small town bank, and they sat down and they looked at it and they explained it all to me. And I literally was just dumbfounded
Oh my
of
gosh.
like how screwed over I got. It was terrible.
Have you ever done the math on how much dogs actually cost though?
No.
With Lilo, we bought a corgi $1,000, which is really cheap for a purebred corgi. Anyways, so $1,000, and we just hit a year that we've owned this dog. And so I added up the like vet appointments at its cost, the food we get, like the flea medicine and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, this dog is costing me like over $200 a month for this first year.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
But like, think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I know you just bought like a year's worth of flea meds.
medicine. Yeah, dude.
Dude, we
Lil-
cannot
Lil's
be
like-
bothered to take our dogs to the vet, though. That's why we're like trying to get everything in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's they're so expensive, dude.
And it's a nightmare. Yeah.
So Jake, do you have any conspiracy theories you want to talk about?
Yes, but I thought of something during the Papua New Guinea War part that
cool.
you talked about. Are there any American wars or battles that I don't know about and the mass public would not know about because they weren't in textbooks?
Ooh. Let me think.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, had to have talked about some.
The
mean-
Mormons would say that there was.
The who?
The Mormons.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what. Did you watch that show, American Primeval, on
No.
Netflix? Oh, my
Uh-uh.
gosh.
So good.
I'm talking about like the Book of Mormon. They
Oh.
had these whole battles in the Book of Mormon that were in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When?
I mean like BC era.
Oh, okay.
They're not
Don't take
funny.
it.
They're to them though.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
My
but-
whole thing with that is they've never found any archaeological proof of these battles that are in the Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
But we'll move on.
Okay. So
Did they believe that Jesus came to America?
Yeah.
when it was just
Me.
Native Americans here?
Mhm.
Do what?
When he came to America when it was just Native Americans? No
Oh,
whites?
yeah, like back in the when it was.
We do have a
Jesus'
lot of
ministry
Mormon
time, right?
listeners.
Yeah. No, I'm interested.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I dated one.
really?
Ethan, watch
Yeah.
your mouth.
hey, we should get her back on the pod.
Everybody, relax.
We should have some type of expert in Mormon religion on here at one time. That'd be a fun conversation.
Well, there is the one story that's not technically in textbooks that we've talked about was the what was the tribe? Was it the Paiute? The Paiute that they battled these giants in Nevada or Arizona? Nevada. Yeah, it was Lovelock Cave.
Okay.
And I think it was the Paiutes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm looking it up.
Because I told the story of Moon Eyed People, and then you can literally track the history. There's like a bunch of battles as they move north and to Lovelock.
But this story was basically the tribe, they're terrorized by these giants. They said they're like 7 to 10 feet tall, even taller than that. That had red hair. They would capture the Paiute people, bring them back, eat them. And so it was like this constant battle.
Wow.
Then the Paiute people finally went to this huge battle against these giants, drove them into this cave that's called Lovelock Cave today, locked them in there, put stuff in front of it, lit it on fire, and killed the rest of the giants. And the remains weren't found until the early 1900s of these giant skeleton bones and all this stuff.
They found remains?
Yeah.
Where are
Guess
they
who
now?
took them? The
The
Smithsonian.
CIA. Is it publicly available in the
Yeah.
Smithsonian? Or is
No,
it
they-
back?
No, they're dirty dogs.
Archives.
Really?
So they
Yeah.
they deny it. This is why it's like not in textbooks and stuff.
Okay.
But have you heard the Abe Lincoln quote, like affirming the existence of giants? And you know, like
No.
they talk about like Native American mounds and stuff, and
Yeah.
like how they contain stuff. This is an Abe Lincoln quote. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or to detract. Wow. Nope, not the quote.
Not
I was gonna say.
I was like, I'm waiting for it to get here, but
There's
I'm
something with
committed.
Niagara Falls in
Yeah.
it. And those like those giants who built the mounds overlooking Niagara Falls or something like that.
And you can't tell a lie.
He can't.
There it is.
It's in the name.
The eyes of that
Yes.
species of extinct giant whose bones fill the mounds of America have gazed on Niagara as our eyes do now.
Is that a metaphorical giant?
Well, people have talked about they've dug in these mounds, these Native American mounds, and found giant bones.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's creepy.
Men don't speak in metaphors.
No.
Never.
It's creepier to me that we've existed this long denying something that was so normally accepted at a period in our history.
Yeah.
Giants?
Or giants, but like people, like no one freaked out when he said that. Like it was an understanding that existed at some point in our history. And so what has to take place in a culture for us to just be like, yeah, it never did exist.
Yeah, why?
Like the ability that they have to delete a truth from the narrative is terrifying to me.
Before the internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or like when Rockefeller took over all the textbooks.
Imagine all the Native American wars that probably happened too that never
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get written down. That had to have been nuts.
Yeah.
Because it had to feed a certain narrative.
You talk about wanting guests on the show. I would like looking at American history, Native American history. I would love for somebody who's like a Native American who is well versed on like those experiences. I would love to hear a lot of their take on a lot of the history and even these giant stories. That would be super sick.
Dude, let's do a podcast on a reservation around a campfire.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's
Not
I
even
do
ask for permission. Let's just show up.
I do have a story
good
that
idea.
does connect to Native Americans, if you guys want to hear it.
I would love
Please.
to.
Let's go.
Also aliens.
Is it about the... Never mind. Go.
Well, it's in Russia. It's in Russia.
Okay.
It's in Voronezh, Russia. Voronezh, Russia.
Mother Russia.
It's called the Voronezh UFO Incident. So it was in 1989 in Voronezh.
Good year.
And there's these children playing in this park, and they saw this like orange glow or like a sphere floating, and it started coming down and was getting more and more red, and then it was just hovering above the park, and it was this giant metallic sphere. And then all the children are like, what the heck is this? And then it started to come down and land, and it said like 40 adults came out because it was like all their kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And it landed, and then a door opened from it, and it said a 9-foot tall armored cover being with 3 eyes and a robot came out of this door.
What?
It's crazy. And everyone started freaking out. This 3-eyed being pulled out this like rod thing and pointed it at a child. The child disappeared, pointed at another kid. The kid froze in fear, like paralysis. And then it got back in its vehicle sphere thing, took off, flew away. And then that one kid that disappeared appeared again. And it was like, insane. This is in 1989, and then they sent out these like the KGB. They sent out these scientists to observe it because it like made national headlines. And when they observed the grass that this sphere landed on, the consistency, they said, became hard as rock. And what I was getting to with the wand or the rod.
Yeah.
Apparently it's folklore throughout different cultures, throughout history, of these star people, creature things holding a rod. And the Native Americans, they have this story of these alien beings basically coming, and they're holding this rod, and when they would point it at people, they would freeze like paralysis.
Oh my gosh.
And that's where apparently the folklore of magic wands came from.
Wow.
Interesting. And then we just rebranded into fairies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got me
Weird.
thinking,
Yeah.
We'll have to, dude, that's crazy.
But it was
Wands.
national. I mean, like the U.S. was even talking about this incident.
Yeah.
But it was like over 60 people saw this thing in Russia come down.
In 1989, too.
1989.
That's like super recent. Usually that reminded me like of the Germany UFO story, like the war.
Yeah.
But like that was so long ago. That's
It's
crazy.
not that long ago.
Here,
A
look-
long
It's
time.
in my lifetime.
This is like a painting here. Look at the.
When you were like in diapers, like
I
in
was
infant?
born in '89.
Okay.
That's what I thought you were getting at.
It's like you could stop saying this is so far.
That literally looks like you, Josh.
Wasn't the other story that we talked about? Weren't there like Russian soldiers that were turned to stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
they're
KGB declassified file.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's wild. This seems similar.
Yeah.
dude. But can we trust this artist? Look at the faces of these kids.
This was AI.
All the art is
That
wacky for
is
this.
terrifying. That's scarier than the story.
Dude, I want to get that tattooed all over my back. That whole mural, a full mural.
But people's theory with it is that it was like a PSYOP mission to see how the public would respond to a UFO incident.
Dude, they have to be doing that.
Wait, so
They've
the,
got to be doing that.
the
So, like-
aliens are teamed up with?
No, so
government?
it would be like it was a government thing.
Like it was
Yeah.
tech.
Completely
Yeah.
fake.
Oh, faked it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought you
I
meant
like
they
to
like
know.
did a collaboration with the aliens.
Yo, you guys cool? I mean, we're just doing a social experiment.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
What about skinwalkers and Native Americans?
That we've talked about a while. That is scary, man. That stuff is like, it's like a different level of creepiness, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell
don't know
you.
Because
what
I
it is.
think it's real.
Yeah. I'll tell you the stories because I've already told them on the pod, but I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But like a buddy of ours is Navajo and like had an experience with one. He's a Christian. He believes that it still exists where it's like a demonic satanic practice where they
Mhm.
like make exchanges for like abilities or powers and like can oppress people. But yeah, he had an encounter. I'll fill you in. I don't remember the episode number, but
Okay.
you can go back and watch it.
And the premise is that like the Utes were attacking everyone and killing everyone, and the Navajos put like a curse on them, right? And
Ooh,
the
I don't know.
Skinwalker curse. That's what I've heard from people who are from Colorado and Native Americans from Colorado.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not the version I heard. Not to say that's less true, but
Really?
yeah, this one was the Navajo did something to acquire the ability
Oh.
to basically haunt, but like had to
Huh.
kill something that was closest or most valuable, a person who was most valuable to them to acquire this ability. But yeah,
I'm sure it can come in like many forms. Maybe
Yeah.
it originated that way.
I mean,
you know.
yeah, the ritual probably exists both as a curse and an ability.
It
Maybe.
requires
I
a
don't know.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
Sacrifice.
All
it's
speaking-
terrifying either
that-
way.
It is
It
like the
is.
scariest of the cryptic folklores to me. I think
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers, yes, so scary.
How do you kill them, Lil?
I don't know. You find out who they are,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I
And
can't even think.
then what
about
do you
it.
have to do? Say their name, right?
Yes,
You
Really?
can do it.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
like
way
one
fun.
of those
You gotta
dreams that
say
I
their
have
name.
where I go to punch them and I miss, or it's like really slow.
No.
Scary.
Have you heard Dimitri Martin's joke about dream catchers?
I can't remember. I'm sure I have.
I'll edit it.
He's so good.
But he says, "Oh, I see you got a dream catcher. What are your dreams? Being dumb?" He doesn't say dumb though. He's just-
It's so funny.
yeah.
I used to think he was like 16. And then he was like 35 when I thought he was like 16 years old. I was like, this up and coming comedian's genius.
Andy is harping on my age.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Those ancient people. How old are you, Jake?
25.
25. You know it's better than 24? 25.
quarter
Nice.
century.
You got anything else, Jake?
Yes, one last one. You probably
Okay.
talked about this before, but the Denver airport.
Oh yeah.
Or
That was early on. You got something new?
Yes.
okay.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that or Skinwalker Ranch, one of the two.
Let's do Denver.
Okay.
Denver is crazy.
I can't believe I forgot about this. Dang it. Okay, I'll find it.
That had to have been like over a year ago we talked about that.
Big time. That was
It
one
was
of the
when we
early
went.
episodes.
It was when we went through there.
When we went through there?
Didn't we go through there when we went to South Park?
You guys
Oh,
went to
yeah.
go do some
Yeah.
stuff out there.
I was like, do I have a memory that doesn't exist right now?
Yeah, the Denver airport, like, cause you know, like the horse and stuff, that statue horse that like killed
Yes.
the maker
I
of
know the
it.
basic stuff. No, I didn't know it killed the maker of it.
Yeah, the guy who made it. It was like what's it called? The Lucifer's horse or
Lucifer is what they call it, but yeah, it's like Lucifer's horse.
yeah,
I don't know.
the
I
pale
guess
blue
it does-
horse.
Yeah, I don't know the actual
represents
story.
like death or something.
But yeah, he
And the
died
guy while he was
school.
making it, it fell and crushed him.
Wow.
Yeah,
The actual.
I just
sculpture.
sent it to you. They now have a animated talking gargoyle
Oh, man.
within the Denver airport.
All right, I'm gonna click play. Ready?
I'll give you $100 if you come sit here in my place and let me take your flight out of here. Hey,
That is so funny.
excuse me. Excuse me. Can I borrow a phone?
Why would they make it
Hey,
that? That's
airplane
crazy.
phone
Should have been like
3,000 years.
Joe Montana or something.
Yeah, I mean, they play into this weird
Yeah,
thing
well-
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're totally playing into it now. They have like posters and stuff like the lizard people live underneath the Denver airport and stuff.
Oh.
But like, what a
Billboards
perfect.
in Denver that will be like, it'll be like a person with like the skin peeling off, and it's like, you can trust us. Use Denver Airport.
That sounds like Gen Z marketers.
Yeah, for
Right?
real.
Yeah.
They're like, how are we gonna persuade people not to, or like make it a joke?
Yeah.
You know,
And it could just be that. But, like, I think what we
I
did
think
was-
it's more sinister.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I think
You see
I
the
personally think it's a entrance to one of the nuke bunkers
Yeah, like a
that the
bunker.
president goes to.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's like an emergency one where you can't get out. You can't find your specific one in like a certain amount of time, so you go run under the Denver airport.
Yeah.
Or it's
Well-
an underground city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
we talked about the amount of concrete that they used to build that place, and it does not add up. And
Yeah.
architects are like, this does not make sense. There's something underneath there, and the fencing, the barbed wire, is faced the wrong way
Yeah, it's facing in to where it's like you can't get out of the Denver airport.
instead of
Creepy.
yeah, crazy.
Wait, so why would that benefit anybody? They want to keep people who are in there who are in the underground.
Yeah,
cities?
that's the thing. I don't know, man. Like it's just like they're weird things in the murals they used to have. Did you ever see those?
I think so. A long
like-
time ago, I looked all into
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I mean, they had weird like
It's about-
sacrificial weird.
It's like the one world
Murals.
order kind
Yeah.
of stuff, like all the
Yeah.
nations coming together and
It's so random.
famine and nukes going off and
What if
creepy.
What if that's just like the architect on project or the graphic designer who's just wildly into this stuff and it just slips through and nobody else knows what it is yet.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes. He's just
guy-
stoked that he's putting
is
this on
sick.
everybody
Yeah.
flying through the airport in Denver.
Or he's literally, he's at the point where it's just like, I'll do it all as long as you show my art. And you're like, okay, put it on the fridge, dude. We don't care. You want to make a horse? Make a horse.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's a pretty horse. He's like, it's not the pretty horse.
Don't ever call my horse pretty.
Oh. Well, hey, guess what? Did you know that right after this, we got an episode on Patreon?
We're continuing this conversation with Jake Hutcheson after this.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah,
That's
let's
great.
talk about more weird stuff. I want to hear your thoughts on stuff.
I didn't even know this. This is great news to me.
Good news,
Boom,
people.
Yes.
But, Lil, you have to take our little babushka.
I do. I was supposed to talk about the bears too.
Oh, talk about it real quick.
Definitely. Okay, quick. I've been talking to this guy. So we're affiliated with Sunny Cool does shirts for Walk in the Woods,
Yes.
that camp store downtown. Super awesome. They're very naturey. You would really like it.
Okay.
They have like the largest showcase of what is it? Rourke
Yeah.
camp stuff. They're awesome.
Really?
Yes, and Josh went to high school with their son. Anywho, there's stuff going on. We were talking about development a little bit earlier, overdeveloping Florida. They just reopened, or they're planning to reopen the bear hunt.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, in Florida,
Yeah.
which we have hunters in the group,
Mm-hmm.
so I understand. However, I think anybody can get frustrated about the idea of overdeveloping Florida and then the bears start coming out and then the decision being let's go kill those bears. Okay.
Yeah.
And then historically, let's talk about in 2015, they opened this bear hunt and they like overhunted them like crazy. And they went down in population very fast. So the idea is we just want to be more careful about these bears, find another solution instead of hunting them. And so this guy, JC, he's in our area. Actually, he's in Mount Dora. He worked on The Walking Dead and like Quantico and all those shows. He was a producer for them, and he owns a production company here locally called Chill Baby Productions. It's super cool. And he's making a movie. This is so funny. So keep an eye out for it. It's a movie that's Purge style of like talking about the perspectives of bears versus people, just to like invoke kind of like emotions around what's going on with this bear hunt. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're also interested in donating, they have a donate page and they have T-shirts that you can purchase from Sunday Cult.
But it's like it's like the people are being hunted by the bears in his movie.
Is it a cool shirt?
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
cool
know.
shirt.
Sure.
We
I'm talking about the
printed
movie though.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was
Yeah.
Just, okay.
and you can be an extra in it. Anyway, we'll link all the stuff.
We're gonna be in the movie.
We
We
can
have
be in
to.
it?
Is it,
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
it
you can be in it. You can be an extra in it. You can sign up.
Cool.
Let's do it.
pro
wanna be
hunting
that.
bears or no pro hunting bears?
We're not pro hunting these bears. Let's find another solution. Find another solution instead of killing all the bears. Because mostly in 2015, they were like only killing the moms and the cubs, which is really sad.
Hey, that's not nice.
Yeah. I'll get you.
Take it back.
Only shoot a bear if it's
it's a
going
boy.
to shoot you.
It's
No.
a single father.
If it's a single father.
Anyway, we should be careful. And anyway, the T-shirt's really cool. We printed it, so check it out. And go watch the movie when it's done.
Yeah, we'll be in it.
Bada boom, bada bing. You'll see us.
All right, patreon.com/ninjas are butterflies.
Yes, we got plenty of stuff on there. We've been posting a lot of behind-the-scenes footage. Andrew got stuck in the mud this morning. I did a burger review yesterday. Riveting stuff. So please go. You can cancel anytime. It's a blast. We want to see you over there. And also, if you need ninja swag, SundayCoolSwag.com. We printed a ton of new stuff. The JFK Avenge Me shirt is out now. Go get it. We brought it back.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Give us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff.
Jake,
And Jake.
plug whatever. What are you doing? Where do people follow you? Where can they watch all your stuff?
Hello, my name is Jake, and you can follow me on Instagram at hutch.jake, on TikTok at Jake Hutcheson3. And if you need social media help, I'm your guy for iPhone organic stuff.
You have a YouTube channel now, right? Too.
Oh, I do. I have a YouTube channel. It's just Jake Hutcheson, HUTCHESON. I'm posting some long form and shorts per their recommendation. Thank you.
All right, we'll
be
put
great.
that in the description too, so you guys go follow them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you
Love
for
you.
watching.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you, guys.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
If any of you know what these multi-decade UAP dolphins are, aliens, bottlenose fish sticks.
There's a massive police response.
Oh, the dolphin thing. Aliens, dolphin style attack!
It'd be funny if we're all scared and he's just like,
Yeah,
That would be good.
just do like one of these. Yeah.